we heard a low, mocking laugh.
What the hell?
Sophie stood at the top, her eyes...
That is not
filled with
Sophie!
smiles.
That looks like Momo.
Sent shivers down my spine. Her laughter grew louder, more maniacal.
The basement! There's a window.
Do not go to the basement at 3 a.m. What's up, guys? Yes, it is Yaris here, but today I'm kind of having a face cam for the first time because I want to let you know, guys, that at 100,000 subs I will do a face reveal so you can see my beautiful face. So you know how you guys have sleepovers and you always want to have a sleepover? This video says you should never have a sleepover. Apparently something bad's gonna happen at night when you have a sleepover. Like, bro, nothing's gonna happen. Let's just see what happens. Apparently these are real life stories that happened in real life, so I'm kind of terrified. Let's just see. Actually, I'm brave.
As Nikita and I sprawled out
Yeah,
on my
damn.
bed.
W Nikita in the
Our
chat.
parents were away for the weekend, and we were
Okay.
determined to make the most of our freedom. Nikita, with her dark curls and mischievous eyes, had always been the instigator of our wild adventures.
Damn.
Nick, maybe we shouldn't drink too much.
Don't drink. That's bad.
Remember what happened last time?
What happened?
Relax, Charlize. Drunk decisions are the best decisions.
Facts. Okay, no,
We
don't
giggled
listen to
and
her.
poured another glass.
Okay.
The alcohol quickly loosening our tongues.
Okay.
Somewhere between our third and fourth drink, Nikita's phone buzzed with a notification. She glanced at
She's
it.
got
and
riz.
smirked.
Hey, isn't this that creepy guy from your gym?
Yeah, damn.
Rory?
What? What?
My stomach tightened at the mention of his name.
Rory?
had always given me the creeps.
Hold up.
His-
He's staring at her. Gyat. He's a gym creep. Come and L Rory right now.
Intense eyes
The
seemed to
hell?
follow me
Oh, I'm
everywhere at the
standing.
gym, and his
gonna be
overbearing
Joey
attempts
Swoop.
to talk to me had become more than uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's uncomfortable.
Yeah, he's weird.
Yeah, he is
I
kind of
think
weird.
He's stalking me. He
What?
always shows up wherever I am.
That's weird.
Let's have some fun with him.
What?
How about a little prank?
I
What?
hesitated. The wine was making me braver,
How are they not scared? He was literally staring at her big yats.
but I knew
I would do
Rory
the same
wasn't
thing, to be
someone
fair.
mess with. Still, Nikita's infectious grin made me nod reluctantly. She handed me her phone, the
Okay.
screen already open to Rory's number.
Hey, Rory. It's Charlize. You literally just texted my bestie just because I blocked you? Jeez. You're crazy.
What?
Guess what? I've been thinking about you.
Yeah, what? That's
Nikita
sus.
is also mighty impressed by your body.
What?
We were just stalking your gram. Here we are in a room. Drunk, naughty.
Oh.
Are out. Would you be interested in a good night, Rory?
Wait, should I say that to my crush? Do you reckon she will want me? Guys, let me know. I don't know.
Reply came almost instantly. The eagerness in his words palpable.
Well, he replied.
He asked where I was, if he could come over. The thrill of the prank mixed with a growing sense of dread.
LOL. You're such a buffoon.
What?
I was just kidding, dumbass.
Oh, El
The
Riz.
sight of you.
That's El
Stop
Riz.
stalking me.
Nikita and I burst into fits of laughter as she went on to fill 2 more glasses. An hour later, we had almost forgotten about the prank. The wine was making us drowsy, and we were about to call it a night when there was a loud
Oh,
knock
no.
at the door.
Oh
My
no.
heart skipped a beat.
That's
I
kinda
stumbled
creepy.
to the door, peering through the peephole. Rory's face stared back at me.
Sorry, guys.
Twisted with
I'm kind of
rage,
cooked.
His eyes wild and
Yo,
bloodshot.
that is not Rory. That's like Dory.
Rory,
That's Rory 09.
here. Don't open it. Just tell him to leave.
Yeah,
I took a deep breath, trying to steady my shaking hands.
that's cooked.
Rory, go away.
Yeah, tell him go away.
Just messing around.
Trust me.
I'm sorry.
Open the door, Charlize.
Open the door.
Fuck.
Yo.
His voice was slurred, an edge of desperation.
Wait, did he
laced
say
his words.
edge? Did he say he wants to edge? Wait, that's weird.
I stepped back, away.
Step
from the
back,
door,
sis.
shaking
Oh.
my head even though he couldn't see me. I thought for just a little longer, and that's when I heard the sound of glass shattering.
That's cooked.
What the hell?
What the Sigma?
This.
Rory had broken a side window. Panic
Why am I
surged through
dancing?
me as I grabbed Nikita's arm, dragging her towards the back of the house. We had to get out, had to escape before he got in, but he was too fast.
What?
Rory lunged through the broken window,
Oh,
cutting
no.
himself on the shards, but seemingly unfazed by the
Yo,
blood
he's
streaming down his
unfazed.
arms. We sprinted through the house, the sound of Rory's heavy
Oh
breathing
no, 10
close
goes in a
behind.
sprinter.
He was high on something.
Definitely.
His movements erratic but relentless. We made it to the kitchen when he caught up.
Of course they're in the
grabbing a
kitchen.
knife from the counter.
Oh no.
The next few minutes were a blur of chaos and terror. Rory swung the knife,
Oh, no.
slicing through the air.
That's
He
good.
went after Nikita first. She screamed as he flashed at her.
Whoa, why did I
leaving deep
scream?
bruises and cuts.
That's good.
Leave her alone, you psycho!
I grabbed the
Leave her
knife,
alone!
swinging it at him with all my might. It connected with his
Yeah.
head and he stumbled
Whoa, she got the dog in her. She just smacked him
back,
up.
dazed. But it only seemed to make him angrier.
Oh, never mind.
He
Never
lunged
mind.
at me, and I felt a sharp pain
Uh-oh,
in my leg
that
as the
hurts.
knife found its mark. I collapsed, the world
That must
spinning
hurt,
around
guys.
me.
Like, she could have died.
Nikita tried to pull me up, but Rory was on us again.
Okay, he is
His
not
eyes wild with
okay,
rage.
buddy.
And something
Like,
dark,
someone needs to give him shiny rocks or something. Like, do something. What the hell?
something primal.
Jeez, Rory, just stop!
Like, he's probably modding.
Sorry!
We can't let you mess with
Wait,
me.
do you reckon he's trolling with
We
mods?
can't-
Oh,
We-
hold up.
We've been hurt enough. This ends tonight. Nobody can hurt no more.
Oh.
Who is we?
Who's we? Yeah, who's we?
Who are you talking to?
Right?
Jeez, are you on drugs?
Oh no, he's on
Rory's
drugs.
eyes were wild, his pupils dilated with a mix of rage and whatever drug he was on.
Oh no.
He swung the knife again, this time slicing through the air inches from my face.
He could have hit my
Nikita
Rory.
got up
Oh.
to grab his arm.
Damn!
and
He
backhanded
just
her,
RKO'd
sending
her.
sprawling across the kitchen floor. The sound
He
of
should
her
be in,
head
like-
hitting the tiles echoed in the small
He
space.
should be in the WWE.
My heart sank. I crawled towards her, my injured
No.
leg dragging behind me. But Rory was faster.
Oh no.
That is when I realized that my leg was broken. He grabbed a fistful of my hair.
Don't do it.
Yanking
Rory,
me
don't
back
do it.
with a force that
Rory,
made my scalp
do not do
burn.
it.
I screamed, hitting out.
Wait, what if she screamed
blindly,
without the S?
My elbow connecting with his shin.
Uh-oh.
He
Wait, she just
grunted,
touched his
but didn't
wiener.
let go.
Oh.
Instead, pulling me closer.
What?
The knife now pressed against my throat.
What?
She thinks she's so smart.
Oh, he's so
doesn't she?
sweet. He's
All
rizzing.
that arrogance just because of that body. Let us destroy that.
Oh, that's
piece by
cute.
piece. Nikita,
Oh.
groaning in pain, managed to get to her
What
feet.
is she doing?
Blood trickled down her forehead, but her eyes were fierce.
Nikita?
Grabbed a heavy vase from the counter and
Nikita!
swung it at Rory's head. The vase shattered on
What is she doing?
Shards of porcelain flying everywhere. Rory staggered,
shot.
releasing his grip on me momentarily.
Okay.
Nikita, run!
Yeah, run. Like, are you
Rory
in?
recovered quickly, his
Uh-oh.
rage intensifying.
He's unfazed.
He slashed at Nikita, the knife
Uh-oh.
cutting a deep gash in her
Uh-oh.
arm.
Uh-oh.
She screamed, clutching her arms.
Nikita,
blood seeped
no!
through her fingers. I grabbed a chair,
Okay, go on.
swinging it at Rory,
Go for it.
but he ducked, the chair crashing into the wall.
What?
instead.
He's unfazed.
Kicked me in the stomach.
Wait, he's
the
got
wind
mods.
knocked out of me as I crumpled to the floor.
How is he so
again on my
good?
broken leg. He loomed over me. the
How
knife
is he so
gleaming in the
good?
dim light. Desperation fueled Nikita's next move. She grabbed a bottle of cooking oil.
Oh,
and flung it
nah.
at his face.
That must
Rory
hurt.
screamed, the oil
W.
blinding him temporarily.
Alright, now beat him
Pulled out a
up.
lighter from my pocket, lit
Oh.
it, and flung it at his face.
Let's
His
go!
voice was a guttural growl as his face lit up on
Oh, wait, that
fire.
stuff is fire.
He wailed and screamed before running to the sink and putting his face under
This guy's
water.
on fire. Like, he's
Nikita
doing
was
it.
crying, her
Uh-oh.
face a mask of fear and pain. I was writhing in pain myself.
Oh, no.
And then there was a loud crash.
What
The sound
crash?
of a door being kicked in.
Uh-oh.
The
FBI?
next moments felt like they unfolded in slow motion.
What, slow
I
motion?
opened my eyes to see the kitchen door splintered under a powerful kick. Light flooding the room as
It's the
several
police.
figures stormed in.
It's the FBI.
Police. They moved with precision,
Oh,
guns
no.
drawn, shouting commands. Drop the knife!
They got
Drop
set
it
up.
now!" The
What?
officers tackled him to the ground.
Oh, him.
Doing him with swift, practiced movements while Rory kept crying over the burns he had suffered on his face.
Oh, no.
Nikita, are you okay?
Is she okay?
Nikita nodded weakly, tears streaming down her face.
Uh-oh.
Clothes were
She does
torn,
not look
and
okay.
Bruises were already forming on her arms and neck. An officer
I'm
knelt
terrified.
beside us, his voice calm. You're safe now. We've got him.
You're safe.
Let's get you both some medical attention. Mm-hmm. Paramedics arrived quickly.
Wait, it's not
and
done?
I cried rivers as they started tending to me. The nightmare was over, but the scars it left would haunt me for life.
Alright, Alright guys, comment story 2 if you made it this far. But so far, I'm terrified and terrified. Like, I'm never gonna talk to females ever again. Because, like, they're so strong. They beat his ass up. W girls in the chat right now. They actually cooked him. Like, physically
I had
cooked.
always been the adventurous type. So
Alright.
when my friends Emma and Claire suggested a
WMO?
sleepover at my place with a twist, I couldn't say no. Emma had brought some kind of weird board game off eBay, supposedly a
Off
satanic
eBay?
game that promised to summon spirits.
What?
It sounded ridiculous.
That
but
sounds
we were up
ridiculous.
for some fun. We set up in my living room. The game board was old and worn, with strange symbols etched into its surface. A small crystal sat in the
Oh,
center,
that's one of them,
which
a
looked
Ouija board. So they're playing a Ouija board. I remember I used to do that with my friends in the sleepovers. And, like, we used to always see, like, weird things happen at night. So don't do that, guys.
under the light.
Alright.
Claire, the skeptic among us, laughed as she read the instructions out loud.
Place your fingers on the crystal and chant
She's
the word.
ugly. Ew.
This is so dumb.
She looks like an eclair.
Despite her words, we followed the instructions. The chant felt strange on my tongue, like speaking a language that wasn't meant for human lips.
Right.
Emma was recording everything on her phone.
Okay, here we go. Let's see some ghosts.
Alright, let's see some ghosts.
For a while, nothing happened. We laughed and joked, thinking the whole thing was a waste
Yeah,
of time.
it's just a waste of
Then,
time, right?
the lights went out all of a sudden.
Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy.
Turned off the lights.
Yeah, who did that? Who did it?
No one
It wasn't me.
answered.
It's
I
not
heard
me.
The crystal hit the floor with a soft thud, and then a loud crash as something shattered. My heart raced as I fumbled for my phone, using its flashlight to see.
Why are you
The
trying to look
glass
at her? That's
coffee table
weird.
was in pieces, the crystal nowhere to be seen.
This
What?
isn't funny anymore.
Yeah, that's not funny.
Let's just stop.
Stop.
We tried to laugh it off, but the atmosphere had changed.
Ugh, she's
The air
ugly.
felt heavy,
Ugh.
almost suffocating.
Wormy worm.
The hanging light
Oh, no.
above us began to sway while turning on and off.
Guys, this is getting weird.
That's getting super weird.
Let's just call it a night.
Call it a
We
night.
agreed, deciding to pack up and forget about the whole thing. As we stood to leave, the cabinet doors in the kitchen swung open.
Yo!
Pots and pans flew to
Yo!
the noise echoing
That's
in the silent
cooked.
house.
Run!
Wait, did they find Run?
We
Wait,
bolted for the
I thought they
front
weren't even
door,
in, like,
but as
ghost
we
lobbies.
reached it, we froze. Standing there was our
Yo!
friend Sophie.
That is not
She
Sophie.
had the last time we
That's
saw
like
her.
Fee without the soul.
Except Sophie had died in a car crash.
That's
3
her
years
ghost.
ago.
Sophie?
That's not Sophie, you little
Is that
bean. No, it's
Her
not
eyes
Sophie.
were
It's
empty,
not.
devoid of the light and life they once held. She didn't.
She looks like my grandma.
Staring at
Ew.
us.
The hell?
Pounded in my chest as I backed away slowly.
Back it up.
This can't be real.
It's not real.
This
It's
isn't
fake.
happening.
Wait, it's a fake.
The temperature dropped suddenly, our breath visible in the cold air. Sophie stepped forward, and we heard
That
a
is
low
not
growl,
Sophie. Don't
from
make me
her,
angry.
But from somewhere deeper in the house.
Yo, what the hell? That's a
Panic
ghost.
surged through me as the lights flickered back.
Yo,
on,
what the
casting everything
sigmification?
in a sickly yellow glow.
We have to get out of here.
Get out.
We ran towards the back door, but it slammed shut in our faces.
What?
The growling.
That has to be
grew
AI.
louder, more menacing. I suddenly felt something brush past
You.
me. Claire screamed, clutching her arm where deep, bloody scratches.
Okay, I'm
appeared
done.
out of
I'm done.
nowhere.
I'm done.
We huddled together, looking for a way out. The windows were all sealed shut.
Tiptoe?
The air thick with the smell of sulfur. The growling continued.
Yo, who's that? Is that a dog?
Julia, do something.
Yeah, Julia, do something.
Claire's
Julia,
scream
please.
Suddenly pierced the air.
Oh,
a
no.
sound of pure terror. I grabbed her arm, trying to pull her away from the invisible
What are you doing?
claws that seemed to be attacking her, tearing through her clothes and slashing against her skin. Blood
the hell?
seeped through her fingers.
What the
as
Sigma?
She clutched at her wounds.
No,
We
she's
need to
dying.
get out of here.
You need some milk.
The growling grew louder, echoing off the walls, a sound that seemed to come from everywhere and nowhere at once. And that is when I felt something cold and slimy brush against my leg.
Ew.
I jumped back with a gasp.
Stay together. We need to find another way out.
Why?
We stumbled through the darkened house, the walls creaking and groaning as if the house itself were alive and angry. The temperature continued to drop, our breaths coming out in frosty puffs.
She has a good
As
jawline.
we passed the staircase, we heard a low, mocking laugh.
What the hell?
Sophie stood at the top. Her eyes.
That is
glowing
not
with
Sophie.
unnatural
That is
light.
not
Her mouth
Sophie.
twisted into a cruel smile.
That looks like Momo.
Sent shivers down my spine. Her laughter grew louder, more maniacal. The shadows around her seemed to dance.
The basement. There's a window.
Do not go to the basement at 3
Rushed
a.m.
down the stairs.
You're gonna get sucked
Sophie's
into the
ghost
table.
Chased us, the growling and laughter following us, relentless. The basement door was stuck, but with a combined effort, we managed to force it open.
Oh,
the
no.
door was cluttered with old
Yeah,
furniture
okay, now
and
I
dusty
can't say that.
boxes, but we saw the small window. As we struggled to
Okay.
open it, the room grew darker.
No.
Suddenly, we heard the sound of something heavy dragging
No.
across the floor, coming closer.
No.
We
Don't tell
need
me
to
Sophie. It's gonna be
fumbled
Sophie.
with the latch, my hands shaking. Just
Uh-oh.
as I managed to pry it
Just
open,
pull it down.
force yanked me back,
Yo!
throwing me against the wall.
She got
I
cooked.
cried out in pain, feeling a sharp sting in my side.
Uh-oh.
Claire and Emma screamed,
Uh-oh.
trying to pull me free.
Pull her
from the
up. She's not that
unseen grip.
heavy. Like, she's heavy, but like,
It's got her. Help!
what do you mean?
Claire swung a nearby broom through the
What
air,
is she doing?
hitting something solid but invisible.
What?
I felt the
Wait, that's an invisible ghost. Guys, this is creepy. I can't do it anymore. Why is there an invisible ghost in the basement? That never happened to me
and I
before.
scrambled to my feet. The window was open, the cool night air offering a glimmer of hope.
Okay.
Go! Climb out!
Yeah, climb out.
Claire went first, squeezing through the narrow
W,
opening.
she made it
Emma
out.
followed, but as I started to climb out, I felt the invisible force yank me back.
No, 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 no,
I
no,
clung
please,
to
just
the
make
window
it.
frame,
Help her
my
out.
fingers
What are you
slipping on
doing?
the cold metal.
Help me!
Help her!
Go!
Emma grabbed my arms.
Come on, come on, come on,
pulling
come on,
with
come
all
on.
her strength.
I'll help you guys.
Growling was deafening now, a roar that shook the house.
I can't help them. They're too
Claws
heavy.
digging into my legs,
I give up.
pulling me back. But Emma and Claire held on, their faces twisted with effort and fear.
You.
With a final,
Don't look at me.
desperate pull,
Oh.
they managed to yank
Oh,
me
let's
to
go.
the window.
W.
We tumbled
Happy
onto
endings.
the garden, panting and shaking. The night air was a stark contrast to the oppressive darkness inside the house. We could still hear the
Please tell me it's a happy
growling
end-
laughter from within.
Please tell me it's a happy ending.
But it felt muted, distant. That is when I looked.
Oh, don't look at me.
There,
Do not look at
eyes
me.
burning
You
like
stupid little,
fire.
stupid
What
little
does she
ugly.
want from us? I think it's the crystal.
What
It
crystal?
was part of the game.
That was not a
We
good
need
game.
to get rid of it.
I remembered seeing the crystal on the floor earlier. If it was the key to this nightmare, then we had to get rid of it.
Get
I don't
rid of
know
that
what
thing.
got into me, but I ran back inside the house.
Okay,
against
buddy.
The cries of my friends.
No, you're cooked.
Inside,
Why would you
the
do that?
living room was in chaos.
Do not go
Furniture
back
was
in the
overturned,
house. You're
and
so
the air was thick
stupid.
with a sulfuric stench. I spotted the crystal.
Okay,
its
buddy.
dark surface reflecting the chaos around it. Summoning all my courage,
What
I
courage?
grabbed it, feeling a jolt of icy pain shoot through my arm.
She's cooked.
I ran with it to the front door.
Oh no.
Sophie appeared again. Her
Sophie's gonna
face
cook you.
twisted in anger. The growling reached a fever pitch.
That is no. Okay, buddy.
Shadows closing
Sophie,
around us.
do not hurt me, okay?
Ignoring her, I
I'm
threw
not-
the
I'm only
crystal
watching.
with all my strength. It soared
Wait.
through the air and landed on the pavement outside, shattering into 1,000 pieces.
Okay, W.
The moment it broke, the growling stopped. The
Oh.
oppressive weight lifted, and the air
Wait.
cleared. Sophie's
Wait.
image flickered and then vanished,
She cooked the ghost? Could this be a W ghost hunt?
leaving only an eerie silence. We stood there, breathing heavily, the realization slowly sinking in that it was over. We limped away from the house, bruised and bleeding, but alive. I looked back at the house, its dark windows staring back like empty eyes.
What? That is honestly cooked, guys. I'm kind of finally glad this is over. But like, let me know if you made it this far, guys. And let me know if you want to see more reaction videos with me in my face cam. Because I'm kind of tired of being stuck in Gorilla Tag. But I'm still stuck in Gorilla Tag. But like, at least you get to see my face. So make sure, guys, you get me to 100k so we can reveal this mask. And subscribe. Let's go.